If you have noticed water dripping down from the headliner or around the panoramic sunroof whenever it rains or you go through a car wash, there's a good chance the panoramic sunroof drain is clogged. But even if your vehicle isn't leaking yet, it's a good idea to clean the sunroof drains as preventive maintenance. Over time, leaves, dust, and other debris can build up and block the drains, eventually causing water to overflow into the cabin. In this video, I'll show you how to inspect and unclog the panoramic sunroof drain lines on a 4th generation Kia Sportage. But this also applies to many other Kia and Hyundai vehicles. Before we begin, park the vehicle on a level surface and fully open the panoramic sunroof. This will give you access to the drain channels running around the edge of the sunroof frame. Unlike many other vehicles, the 4th generation Kia Sportage does not use long drain hoses routed down the A pillars or C pillars. Instead, the front drain outlets are located outside the vehicle and discharge water near the top corners of the windshield, beneath the roof side molding. This design eliminates the long internal drain tubes that are commonly found in other vehicles. To show you the path the water takes, I'm going to slowly pour some clean water into the front sunroof drain channel. As you can see, the water exits near the top corner of the windshield beneath the roof side molding. It then flows down into the windshield cowl drainage channel at the base of the windshield, where it eventually drains out through the cowl drains. Start by inspecting both front corners of the sunroof frame. These are the drain inlets where rainwater enters the drainage system. Leaves, dust, tree pollen, and other debris can often accumulate here and can block the water from flowing properly. If you can see dirt inside the drain opening, carefully remove as much debris as possible by hand or with a small plastic tool. Avoid using anything sharp that could damage the drain opening. Next, use a flexible plastic trimmer line or a soft flexible wire to clear the blockage. Gently insert it into the drain opening while rotating it slightly. Do not force it. If you encounter resistance, pull it back slightly and try again. The goal is to loosen the debris without damaging the drain passage. Avoid using rigid metal wire, screwdrivers, or excessive force, as they can damage the drain channel or push debris deeper into the passage. Once you have loosened the blockage, slowly pour a small amount of clean water into the drain channel. The water should flow freely out through the drain outlet near the windshield. If the water drains slowly or backs up, the blockage may be further down the drain passage. If the drain is still not flowing freely, or if you want to thoroughly clean the entire drain passage as preventive maintenance, the next step is to remove the roof side molding. This gives you direct access to the external drain channel, where dirt, leaves, pine needles, and other debris can accumulate over time. Before you can remove the roof side molding, you will first have to remove the roof rail. Before removing the roof rail, I'm going to close the panoramic sunroof. This step is not required, but it's a good precaution. If you accidentally drop one of the retaining nuts, the closed sunroof helps prevent it from getting lost inside the vehicle. The roof rail is secured to the roof by several threaded mounting studs with retaining nuts, all hidden beneath these small plastic covers. To remove them, you will need a thin pick tool like this one, or a very small flathead screwdriver. Each cover is held in place by two small locking tabs, one on each side. Insert the pick tool into the opening, press the tab inward and gently lift that side of the cover. Then press the tab on the opposite side to release the cover completely. Repeat the same procedure for the remaining covers. There are 4 covers in total. With all the covers removed, the mounting studs and retaining nuts are now exposed. To remove the nuts, you will need a 10mm socket and ratchet. The front mounting stud is longer than the others, which means a standard 10mm socket may not slide over it. If you have a deep socket, that will work perfectly. I have this offset box end wrench that I'm using to loosen the nut first, then finish removing it with a ratchet. This nut is very difficult to remove as there is some surface rust on the front stud, so I'm spraying some WD-40 to help free the nut. Now remove the rest of the mounting nuts one at a time using the 10mm socket and ratchet. After all of the nuts have been removed, carefully lift the roof rail straight up and off the mounting studs. Place the roof rail on a clean, soft surface to avoid scratching or damaging the finish while you continue with the repair. Once the roof rail is out of the way, the roof side molding can be removed. It is mainly held in place by a series of retaining clips, so with a little care, it can be released without damaging the trim or the clips. Now reopen the panoramic sunroof. This will give you better access to the roof side molding and make it much easier to get a firm grip on the trim. Press down the rubber weather strip along the edge of the roof opening and you will be able to clearly see the retaining clips beneath the roof side molding. Grip the molding firmly as close to a retaining clip as possible, then pull straight upward to release it. The molding is secured by both retaining clips and hook and loop fasteners, also known as Velcro. so it may require a bit more force than expected to separate. Work carefully along the molding to avoid bending or damaging the trim. If you are only cleaning the front drain channels, there is no need to remove the entire roof side molding. Simply release the front portion of the molding far enough to access the drain channel underneath. You will have a clear view of the drain channel underneath, making it much easier to clean out any debris that could eventually lead to clogged sunroof drains. Clean away any accumulated mud, leaves, sand or other debris that may be blocking the water path. This is often where the blockage occurs, especially on vehicles that are regularly parked under trees. After cleaning, pour some water into the drain channels again to confirm that it flows out quickly and smoothly. Repeat the same process on the opposite side to ensure both drains are working properly. If you want to clean the rear drain channel as well, you will have to remove the roof side molding completely. Before doing so, close the panoramic sunroof. With the glass closed, the roof side molding can be lifted away without the sunroof getting in the way. Once the sunroof is closed, continue releasing the remaining retaining clips and hook and loop fasteners until the molding is completely free. Pull steadily rather than jerking the trim to reduce the risk of damaging the molding or pulling the fastener loose. Carefully lift it off the vehicle and place it on a clean, soft surface to prevent scratches or damage. You now have full access to the entire drain channel, allowing you to thoroughly clean both the front and rear sections. This is the hook and loop fastener, or Velcro, that holds the roof side molding securely against the roof. One half is attached to the roof, while the matching half is bonded to the underside of the molding. Since these fasteners grip quite firmly, you will need to apply a bit of upward force to separate them. Once you have finished cleaning the drain channel, it's time to reinstall the roof side molding. Position the molding back in its original location, making sure all of the retaining clips are properly aligned with their mounting holes. Starting at one end, press down firmly above each clip until it snaps into place. Then apply even pressure over the areas where the hook and loop fasteners are located to ensure they fully engage. Work your way along the entire length of the molding, checking that it sits flush against the sunroof glass with no gaps or loose sections. Continue working your way along the molding until every clip is fully seated. When reinstalling the front section near the windshield, make sure the rubber weather strip is not pinched underneath the roof side molding. If necessary, use a plastic trim removal tool to gently lift and guide the weather strip into its proper position. Once it's correctly seated, press the molding down firmly to fully secure it. Next, reinstall the roof rail. Carefully lower it back onto the mounting studs, making sure each stud passes through its corresponding mounting hole. Install all of the retaining nuts by hand first to avoid cross-threading. Once they are all started, tighten them evenly using a 10mm socket. The recommended tightening torque for these nuts is 3.9 to 4.4 Nm or 2.9 to 3.3 pound-feet. Next, reinstall the plastic covers. Align the covers with their mounting points and press them firmly into place until both locking tabs snap into position. Before finishing the job, pour a little more clean water into both front sunroof drain channels one last time to verify that the water drains quickly and freely. If the water drains to the side like this instead of flowing into the windshield drainage channel, the roof side molding may not be fully seated. Press firmly along the front section of the trim to ensure the hook and loop fastener underneath is fully engaged. Then pour water into the drain channel again. The water should now follow the intended path, flowing into the windshield cowl drainage channel instead of escaping along the side of the molding. If everything is flowing properly, your sunroof drainage system is ready to handle rainwater as intended. A few minutes of preventive maintenance can save you from costly water leaks and interior damage. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to VJoin for more automotive maintenance and repair videos. Thanks for watching.